And we continue now with the 9th reason not to vote for Barack Obama. And for this one, well, you can thank the liberal media and their love affair with the presidential hopeful.
Senator Barack Obama has been anointed the new media darling, or rather the overhyped media darling. The liberal mainstream media has painted the Democratic presidential candidate as the Messiah, the savior, the knight in shining armor, here to fix everything that's wrong with this country. It's amazing to see such unprecedented celebrity-like coverage over a previously obscure community organizer who was only elected to the U.S. Senate a few years ago. While the mainstream media is busy swooning and fawning over Barack Obama,
he is the one. Barack Obama!
He has received less critical examination of his background and his positions than any other presidential candidate in history. When we learned about the radical views of Obama's former minister of 20 years, the Reverend Jeremiah Wright, what did the media do? Well, they gave him a pass.
And we never batted an eye.
When we learned about his association with the unrepentant terrorists William Ayers and Bernardine Dorn, in whose home he launched his political career, well, what did the media do? Well, they gave him a pass. Tony Resco, a pass. Rashid Khalidi, a pass. He attends the Million Man March with Louis Farrakhan, a pass. Well, what about all of Obama's excuses regarding all these radical associations? What did the mainstream media have to say about that? Absolutely nothing. When we learned about Obama's ties to the voter fraud-ridden organization Acorn, well, what did the media do there? You guessed it, nothing. Lack of foreign policy experience? He gets another pass. Income redistribution? Well, that's another pass. Tax increases? Well, one more pass. So how did an inexperienced junior senator who's surrounded by such controversial figures become the Democratic nominee for president? The answer is by being anointed. Senator Obama has literally been christened by the liberal, quote, mainstream media and turned into an overnight political sensation. From TV news to tabloid magazines, stories about Barack Obama, they're glowing. They talk about his meteoric political rise and the A-list celebrity status. Well, it's like a page out of a Hollywood movie script. And so how do Hollywood liberals show their support? Well, the LA Times summed it up, quote, a California gold rush for Barack Obama. This report lists the following liberal Hollywood campaign contributors. Harrison Ford and George Clooney, well, they both gave $30,800 each. Jennifer Aniston, Larry David, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington, Renee Zellweger, well, they all gave $28,500, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Since June, California and Tinseltown have given nearly $30 million, with $16 million just in the last month alone. Even though he's become the media's favorite political candidate, the reality is he hasn't accomplished much aside from being voted 2007's most liberal senator in Washington by the National Journal. Now, that's a feat that Hollywood and the media are certainly cheering about. But those of us more concerned with American values, liberty, freedom, democracy, capitalism, the future of this great nation, well, I guess we want more than just, quote, slogans of change.